Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hello, I'm Lolly Stardust, and this is my channel where I talk about my David Bowie collection, and I talk about David Bowie. So if you love David Bowie like I do, this is the place for you. And today's video is going to be about David Bowie collaborations. Before I start talking about that, I would like you to answer the following question. What is your favorite David Bowie collaboration? You can let me know in the comment section down below. It's always a lot of fun reading your comments and answering your comments. I love that, so please let me know. And if you have been watching my videos for a while now, thank you if you have. You would know that I have answered that question before. I answered it when I did the David Bowie tag video. If you haven't watched that one, you should. It was a lot of fun doing it, and I answered a lot of questions about Bowie. So I'll link that video for you to watch. And I did let you know that my favorite David Bowie collaboration is Under Pressure, the collaboration that David Bowie did with Queen. And today I'm not going to be talking about the most famous Bowie collaborations or the most amazing and valuable Bowie collaborations, none of that. Today's video is more about focusing on tracks that are underrated somehow, in my opinion, tracks that are collaborations with Bowie that don't really get enough attention, in my opinion. So this is what it's going to be about. Also, there's not any particular order to this. I didn't rank the songs in any way. It's just the order that the songs came into my mind, and hopefully you will enjoy it. You can rank them if you want to, or you can let me know in the comment section down below which one is your favorite, or if you knew all of them. So we will start with the song Sector Z, which is a song that David Bowie did with the American band Rustic Overtones. And the thing is that Tony Visconti was producing that band's album called Viva Nueva. And Tony Visconti has mentioned many times, I believe, that he thought David Bowie would like that band very much because they sounded great. They had some Bowie influences, I believe. There was even a joke going on while they were recording that one of their songs sounded a little bit like Young Americans somehow. So they started joking with Tony Visconti inviting Bowie to one of their sessions while they were recording. So the joke was going on, and they ended up getting Tony Visconti into actually inviting Bowie to their sessions. So David Bowie just walked in into one of their jam sessions while they were recording, and they ended up recording their song Man Without a Mouth, which is a Rustic Overtones song. And then later on, for that same album, they ended up recording and writing a song especially for Bowie to sing, which is Sector Z. And in my opinion, it's much better than Man Without a Mouth, but they both can be found. They're both on this bootleg. Of course, you can listen to both the tracks if you buy their album, or if you look it up on YouTube. But I usually prioritize getting Bowie items and not things that are by other people. So this is a bootleg that includes a lot of songs that are completely unrelated, but Man Without a Mouth is here, and so is Sector Z. Sector Z, because it was written especially for Bowie, sounds great. It's a track that it could be a David Bowie track, in my opinion. It has to do with, the lyrics have to do with aliens and the outer space. So it's a really fun track that I don't think a lot of people even know exist. So if you don't know that song, go check it out. It's very, very nice. It's a very cool track that doesn't get enough attention. So yeah. Another song that's here, and it's the second song that I'm mentioning, is Nature Boy. This one you might know. It was a collaboration that David Bowie did with Massive Attack. And the reason why this one is a little bit more famous than the previous one is that because it was part of a soundtrack. It was part of the soundtrack for the movie Moulin Rouge. And the director of that movie wanted to feature a few David Bowie tracks, so he even got permission to use Heroes and some other famous Bowie tracks until Bowie actually offered to record a new song, Nature Boy. And the movie director said, okay, fine, so they did it. And there are actually two versions of that song in the soundtrack. And the first one is a song where Bowie just sings alone, and it's like the opening track for that soundtrack. It sounds amazing. It has nothing to do with the original one because this song is a cover. I think that the original one was performed by Nat King Cole, I believe. It's a track from the 40s. But what they did here was completely rework the entire song, and it sounds very, very different. So the version that includes Massive Attack has this trippy vibe to it that sounds a lot really like Massive Attack, but it also has some outside vibe to it. It's really interesting, and not a lot of people talk about this track. I think it's a little bit forgotten, but so you can find Sector Z, Men Without a Mouth, and Nature Boy. All of these tracks are here. I'm not sure if you can still find this bootleg. I know that Discogs does not sell it anymore. It's like it was banned for some reason, but maybe you can get it off eBay or something. But do check it out. I'm sure you're gonna like it. The next track that I'm talking about is the collaboration that David Bowie did with Placebo, one of my favorite bands, by the way. And I got into Placebo through David Bowie, if that makes any sense. Of course it does. So they collaborated in the track Without You I'm Nothing. I love the lyrics for that song. I think that song is incredibly beautiful. You can find a live performance of them singing that song. I believe it was in New York, but they also recorded the song together, so you can purchase their I think it's a single, yeah, and it's a great track that doesn't get enough attention, I believe. I think it's a little bit underrated, even though it is more famous and well known than the tracks that I was talking about with Rustic Overtones. I think it could be even more valued, I believe. And the next song that I'm talking about is a song that we all know. If you're a David Bowie fan, you know that song. That song is Hello Space Boy. It's originally a track that you can find on Outside, and the track that I'm talking about is the remixed version that David Bowie did, a collaboration with the Pet Shop Boys. I love them. I think they're great. They have reworked many different tracks for different people. Like they reworked an Elvis track, Always on My Mind. They also have worked with several other people, and I just love whatever they do because they usually can bring their own vibe into the tracks, and it doesn't even lose the essence of the track. So it's still Hello Space Boy here, but it's a lot better. I don't know, I just think that this song doesn't get enough credit. If you compare the views, the YouTube views that this track has in comparison to the original one on Outside, it's like a huge difference. They also did a video together, and they have also performed this song live. You can find it, you can look it up, you will find it. It's an amazing track. I'm sure a lot of you already know this track, but I just wanted to say that I don't think it's, I think it's a little bit underrated. I don't think it's valued enough. Yeah. So this is the single version that includes that remix, because if you purchase Outside, that's not the version you're gonna get, which in my opinion is the best version. Okay, last track that I'm going to talk about is the David Bowie collaboration with Arcade Fire. Arcade Fire is a great band in my opinion, and I also didn't even know that they existed before they collaborated with Bowie. So they sang together their song Wake Up, which is an Arcade Fire song, and David Bowie brought all of his awesomeness into the track, and it was unfortunately one of the last David Bowie live performances, so it's a really important one. And if you haven't seen that one yet, you should check it out. It's very easy to find. And there is, I think you can get the EP because it's an official release, I believe. Yeah, you can get it. So these are the 5 tracks that I believe don't get enough attention from everyone, and they should, really, in my opinion. So you can let me know in the comment section down below if you liked this video, and also let me know if you knew all of these David Bowie collaborations. You can also let me know which one is your favorite. You can rank them if you want to. And also, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm almost hitting 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you all for everything. And you can also follow me on Instagram because I post about my David Bowie collection there all the time. So I hope to see you guys again very, very soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.